Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Tax. There's an African proverb that says, "The child drinks the water his parents polluted." Children inherit what parents refuse to face. And then they are faced with either going along to get along, or they make a decision not to go along to get along and to end whatever the problem is. Generational bullshit that is passed down from grandmother to your mother to you to your children is not healthy. It is the protective measure of not wanting to deal with the issue and rather sweep it under the rug for another day. And as you know, other days don't ever come. I love my family because we're family. I do not like them. They like to hide in the dark and spaces and only throw things at you when they need you to do something and hoping that they can manipulate you to do the thing that they need you to do when you know goddamn well you're not going to do it. Many of us fall to that. Many of us believe stories when our grandparents were alive. How many of you have heard, when Big Mama was alive, none of this shit was going on. And then once she died, everything just fell apart. Do you think she held it together because she was wise? Or did she hold it together because she knew the bullshit and how to use the bullshit against you or against whoever it needed to be used against to control their behavior, their movements, and what they say? See, that is unhealthy. That is poisoning you, and that poison moves generation to generation to generation. In this new year, this new spring, it's time to do some spring cleaning. It's time to take care of you, hold you accountable. Don't let others use generational control to make you do things that go against your entire existence. I'm sure as a Gen Xer, I am not the only one who sees my family when I need to see them. And when I don't, I go on about my life. And that's not me being avoidant. That's definitely not avoidance. I understand that I don't want to put myself in situations that are unhealthy. I don't want to have to answer to anybody who feels they can manipulate me because of family ties. See, that's the shit that happens, especially with us, especially with Black families. People will drum up bullshit from the past just to see you squirm. They'll say things to you that they think gets under your skin just to get a rise out of you. I had a cousin who thought she knew everything. She thought she was the wisest fucking person in the room and on the planet. And she was manipulative. And she played the game. And everyone around her allowed her to play the game. But I didn't see her often. Maybe once a year, if that. But I knew the poison she spread and who she was and why she was. And then there was a situation with some property that my grandparents had. And mind you, my grandparents got these properties, 3 of them, in the 1900s, as in 1910, 1911, 1912. Raised their family, 11 children. And they thought they owned the property because their mother, my aunt, had lived in the property. And now her brother was living in the property. When I inquired about it, I was met with, I'm a thief, I'm a liar, I'm trying to steal the property, I have no rights whatsoever. And as an heir, I do have rights. And then she yelled and screamed, and then she went and did what They always do. They rallied around the family, got them turned against me, and everybody wanted to point a finger at me. My mom was still alive at the time, and she called and she's like, "What are you trying to do?" I'm just trying to understand what's happening with the properties. That's all. She's like, "Well, that's really not your concern, and you need to be more thoughtful about how you say things, because sometimes you say things and people take offense to it." Do you really think I give two fucks if they take offense to it? Do you think I care if you take offense to it? I'm an adult. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. And that's what they don't like. I'm going to call you on your bullshit. And they don't like that. So as the barrage of calls and emails were trying to hammer me out of existence, I threw up the white flag. I was like, no problem. You gonna do what you gonna do. Whatever happens, happens. I'm out. And I moved on with my black life. 3 years go by and I get a call from this same piece of shit cousin. "Oh, the houses got sold at auction and I didn't know there was tax money on the property, and you need to go and figure this out and get these properties back, because I'm not about to destroy our grandparents' legacy because we didn't do what we said we were supposed to do." My mom called next and she was like, "Oh, you got to get involved in this. We got to get these properties back." And I said no. And she was like, "What do you mean no?" I mean no. That is a headache that you can deal with your siblings and your nieces and your nephews. Since everybody thought I was a thief, then I'm walking away from it. I told you then, I'll tell you now. I'm done. I don't play the game with you guys. You motherfuckers can figure it out on your own. And then I got another call, and my uncle was on the call, and my mom was back on the call, and the cousin was on the call, and a bunch of other people. And everybody's like, "Oh, what's wrong with you? This is what family do." And I was like, fuck each and every one of you on this call. You all called me a thief, a liar, that I was up to no good, that I was trying to do something against the family as opposed to holding on to the legacy of our family. My grandfather and my grandmother were able to keep 2 homes and a rooming house through the Depression. They housed people who came in to perform in Baltimore. They did all of these things. And these selfish, disrespectful motherfuckers decided I was now the problem because I wouldn't fix it. We have to make decisions about who we are, why we are, and what we are. We don't have to inherit the nonsense and the bullshit that our parents inherited. We get to say no. We get to say enough is enough. We get to not have to deal with individuals that we don't want to deal with. Hell, my sister has cut me off completely since my mother's death. Because, of course, it's my fault. But she was the one in control after forging documents so she could have control. And when her son died, I tried to reach out to extend my condolences. I'm still blocked. It's 8 years. You're still holding a grudge? Mazel, have a good life. You have no obligation to maintain or pretend to continue to hold on to the bullshit that has been passed down generation to generation. And if you are, don't feel guilty. You may not be able to be supportive of your blood family, but this is where you get to choose your family that protect you, that hold you up, that want to see you shine brighter than any star in the sky. So, I want you to think about the bullshit that your family passes down generation to generation. Think about the expectation that you are supposed to go along to get along. And ask yourself, does it make you happy? Does it make you feel good when you're in their presence? Or does it make you feel like, I hate these motherfuckers and I don't want to be here? If the second part of my question is how you feel, then you already have your answer. Sometimes you have to go out into the world and build your own family. Stay woke.